Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, in this episode, I'm going to cover something a little different. And the reason I'm doing it is to make you think. Now, maybe you're someone that you've tried other things and they didn't work out for you for whatever reason. What I want you to think about is, what is it that will stop you? Because at the end of the day, here's what it comes down to. A few episodes back, I had covered what's your number one excuse. We talked about procrastination. I did all that so you could identify the things that stop you. In other words, are you somebody that comes home in the evening, oh, I'm too tired tonight, I'll get to it tomorrow? The reason I bring all that up is the more time you spend putting stuff off, the less time you have to enjoy what we're trying to build. And what it has to do with is this. You hear me talk about putting together the $1 million roadmap so that you can build a business to $1 million and far beyond. Whatever you dream, we can achieve. But what we need to identify is, what are the things that stop you when it gets hard? If you run into a money challenge, is that going to stop you from building your online business? If you have a couple weeks that just don't go right for whatever reason, life has got in the way, is that going to stop you? And nobody stops intentionally. What happens is this. Life gets in the way and 3 or 4 days go by. And then you're into the next week and you think, oh, I'm going to work on that this weekend. And then your friends call and you go do something else. The first thing you know, a month has gone by and nothing has changed in your business. And you don't really stop, you just kind of fade away from it. 6 months later, it's a memory in the rearview mirror. And what I don't want to happen is, I don't want you to fall short of your dreams because we didn't realize what would come along and stop you. What I want you to do, I want you to think about, what is it that would stop me? If I get tight on money or if I get tight on time, is that going to stop me from building my business? And if the answer is yes, let's look at a way to step around it. Where can I get help, somebody else to step in and do what I need done? Or what's going to happen if my money situation is tight and I'm struggling to pay my bills? Am I going to let my online business suffer, or am I going to keep building? And these are questions I want you to ask yourself. And you're the only person that's going to know the answer. One of the things you're going to learn is, we build your online business and build your $1 million roadmap, you are going to learn how to be brutally honest with yourself. In other words, we are going to ask the hard questions and we are not going to sugarcoat anything. Because I need to take you from where you are right now to the millionaire mindset for you to be able to build the kind of business you're looking to build. Well, that was just something for you to think about and decide what you want to do with it. That's everything I have for today's episode of The Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.